Hi, I'm Aliha and I'm doing a Master's by Research at the University of Exeter, and I'm going to walk you through 7 steps towards applying for a master's degree. Step number 1 is choosing what you want to study. You can do this based on what career you want to pick and what field you want to work in, or you can do this based on the subjects you're interested in. The best way to do it is to start doing lots and lots of research, which is actually step number 2. Do your research. Do your research on everything from what you want to study to things like the campus, the university you want to choose, where it's located, university rankings, and you can also look at subject rankings because university rankings and subject rankings often differ. So start doing your research, and while you're doing your research, you will inevitably end up on the university's website, which brings us to step number 3. Start doing planning. You've decided what you want to study. The next step is to look at course structures and course deadlines, especially application deadlines. So you need to know when your course is going to start and when the application deadlines are, so you can be set when you start applying. If you're an international student, you're also going to need to look at English language requirements. You may need to give an English language test, and the university will have listed a requirement. And in general, you need to look at your eligibility criteria, which will be listed on the university website right by the course. Step number 4 is looking at fees and funding. So you need to consider tuition costs and also living and accommodation costs. You can do this privately, and you can also look at scholarship options. So usually universities have their own internal scholarships, there are government scholarships available, and you can look at your own country's higher education bodies to see if they have any postgraduate loan schemes. Step number 5 is beginning your application process and applying online. So for this, you're going to need to gather some materials. It sounds very daunting. It looks like a lot of materials, but it's actually quite simple when you break it down. The first thing you'll need is a personal statement. Then you're going to need 2 academic references. You're going to need to upload all your previous qualifications. Really simple, your A-level degrees, O-level degrees, or the equivalent. And if you're doing a research master's like I am, you're going to need a research proposal as well. Step number 6. So once your application is done, and hopefully you hear back from the university and you're accepted, you're going to need to pay your tuition deposit. And once you pay your tuition deposit, that is essentially a confirmation that you're a student at the university. And if you're an international student, that's when your CAS statement will be issued and you'll be ready to apply for a visa. Step number 7 is then applying for accommodation. So there are lots of options with this as well. The university campuses always have accommodation, and usually for international students, they have a guarantee to offer accommodation for the first year. But you can also look at private accommodations, and there are lots of websites where private accommodations are listed. And after that, you're just set to come to university. So good luck with the process. Don't be daunted by how long it might seem. It's really easy and simple. And good luck with your master's.